Welcome back to No Jumper News. It's your host, AD, here with Gina Views and Poetik Flakko. Let's get right into these stories. First story, GloRilla versus HitKidd. After HitKidd publicly tweeted claims that there may be a potential legal battle on the horizon regarding rights to the acclaimed single F&F, Let's Go, GloRilla clapped back at the Memphis producer. Nigga done made so much money from F&F and I haven't made not one red cent other than the shows, Glo wrote on Facebook, but I'm still prospering because guess what? I can actually rap in real life. Ain't no motherfucking one-hit wonder. I wrote every single lyric and every single song I ever put out. And even after all this, I still got love for HitKidd because we came up together. Even though he been going behind my back ever since the song blew, but that's another story for another day. I just hate that the fact that he had to bring business to social media when I could have been came out about the snake shit he been doing to me. The CMG rapper implied that HitKidd still feels some type of way about the fact that she never signed with HitKidd's record label, Black Noise. One more thing before I log out, GloRilla continued. Nigga, you signed the song away the first week without me knowing for $50,000 because you didn't know how big it was gonna be. Should I keep going? GloRilla's comments come after HitKidd posted a string of tweets on Sunday night accusing her of engaging in shady business practices behind his back. Without mentioning anyone specific by name, HitKidd implied that Glo and her team are currently attempting to take legal action against him regarding ownership rights to F&F Let's Go. So basically there's these folks trying to take me to court over F&F because they want to own the song, but they want to own the song to put it on this EP, which both parties knew, tweeted HitKidd. F&F Let's Go has received over 44 million YouTube views since its debut in April. It peaked at number 42 on the Billboard Hot 100 singles list. Lotto and JT of the City Girls delivered well-received verses on the remix, which dropped in early September. First things first, the GloRilla HitKidd situation.
Yeah, speak on this. Is your,
I knew he was gonna say that. Yeah. Now look,
break it down.
Let's we don't even got to talk about. Matter of fact, let's talk about everything. When it comes down to the music industry, you know what I mean? If you make that beat off rip, HitKidd owns 50% of that beat unless clarified otherwise in a contract. You know what I'm saying? And what we're seeing right now is, and with me knowing the internals of what went on with this song, I mean, without that deal that HitKidd supposedly took place in having, I don't think the song would have reached the heights that it reached to. It got a lot of they got a big marketing budget with some of the best people in the game to market that song. And don't get me wrong, GloRilla's talented. She's doing her thing. I fuck with her music and shit like that. But, you got to remember when you come down to the roots of everything, when everybody broke in the hood and y'all trying to get out there together, you can't cut out the person that helped ignite that fire in the first place because of the success now.
Yeah. Well,
you smiling. You must like what I said.
No. I'm just glad, right, that you finally admit that, right? Because when I say certain things, even on the Monday show, people were saying, "What you mean? This is organic? What you mean? This is nah." There was a huge marketing budget when Dave was trying to convince us that she was this unsigned, authentic, just blew up on TikTok. Nah, there was a huge marketing budget, and that will.
No, don't get me wrong. No, don't mean to cut you off. Now,
the industry playing accusations.
It did have legs before they got the marketing budget. To even be on the horizon, the song was doing what it was doing. Now, I'm not saying that that it was gonna take off without that marketing budget, but it was on its way. It was already gaining some legs. They just put that, the extra little spark on that shit to blow that shit up out the water. But yeah, my bad.
No, but okay, so here's my general thoughts on this situation here with HitKidd. Now, I told y'all months ago, if I was GloRilla, I wouldn't sign to Yo Gotti. That's just me. Now, the CEO, I guess of like Power ENT, right? And he came out and said, hold up now, bro. Like when she signed that deal, she sold over her publishing and masters. Yo Gotti owned everything. And that's why she's not getting paid for the F&F record, right? Because they own everything and she's not getting a dime until she recoups that $500K Yo Gotti gives her, right? So she signed a 360 deal. She signed her life away. Now, GloRilla now has a history of turning on her day ones in the industry. And here's what I mean. Not her day ones in terms of friends in the industry. Saweetie, even though, we have our issues with Saweetie, she was the first.
Who's we?
Who got issues with Saweetie?
People, the internet, right?
Who's we?
But Saweetie was the first industry female rapper chick to reach out to her to work with her. She did the F&F remix in LA. And what happened? Once, GloRilla got a little bit bigger, she said F Saweetie and put JT and Lotto on the remix, right? So she's known not to be loyal in terms of her industry friends.
Now, when it comes down to that, that's business compared to personal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's loyalty though, man.
how you gonna have loyalty to somebody that's reaching out to you for a song that they potentially is a hit, and then the song gets bigger, and then other artists come and want to get on that song? You can't really say that's being disloyal.
Business override that loyalty too, where to the point where if JT and Cardi B make more sense on a project, then they gonna put them on there. It don't matter who your friend is, because if that's the case, then she probably would have put her homegirls who she came up with on the song.
And then too, let's be 100%. This is all for the EP, right? Because let's be real, if you put F&F on the EP, it's gonna make them album sales go crazy up. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they want to put this single up on there, and they're gonna have to. And what's gonna end up happening is they're gonna have to break HitKidd off something, or some crazy royalties, or something has to happen. But you can't X this man out of the history of that song. You can't take it. You can't bully this man when he put his hard work into making this shit happen. You know what I'm saying? What they need to do is don't let this industry divide them, because their sound together is what sounds great. He knows them girls sound. He knows the Memphis sound. GloRilla and him need to team up and keep doing music together and keep the business fair. That's what I think.
Now, she did post another producer and said, HitKidd ain't make me. This is my producer right here. You know, he had his hands in Tomorrow and Bless. So she already saying, F HitKidd, we moving on. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. Call me a hating ass nigga, bro. Listen up, man. But I knew the GloRilla hip hop darling fairy tale story was gonna come to an end, bro. We're now in the GloRilla villain arc, man. Go to the shade room.
Oh my God.
Listen, go to the shade room. Hollywood Unlocked, Neighborhood Talk. A week ago, she couldn't do no wrong. Today, they dragging her name through the mud as if she's a dog, bro. This shit crazy, man.
I mean, something gotta happen. She can't have a perfect story.
Shit.
Something gotta happen. At least it ain't no damn scandal or anything.
But you know, at the end of the day, it's literally, you gotta understand, this is a girl coming from the hood. Now she getting everything that she's ever wanted in life. People are in her ear at the end of the day. And like I said, the division of it is, let's be real, not one person makes somebody. It's all moving components. Some people sound better together. You know what I mean? Like, you can have, that's why plenty of groups, they go solo and the shit never work out, because they're greater together. And I think in this case, not to say it like that, but I think that they're greater together, and not one person that makes the other one better.
Not definitely. Like, she definitely still got the, I guess, the stench of the trenches, right? Because she's, bro, listen, she's still posting, she's still posting on Facebook. Fam, like, come on, dog. Like,
you better mess up your meta check. You better be quiet.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dog. Like, she's posting on Facebook right now, bro. Like, she's still in the trenches, man.
Instagram is Facebook.
Yeah, that's true. But like, the last time I seen somebody post like on Facebook as like a public thing, that's crazy, right? But again, the GloRilla,
it's when the FBI was supposed to you.
Shit, I know, right? Shit, bro, I was hot for a little minute, man. Shit, right? Nah, man, but GloRilla, bro, please, man, do not get the reputation of you are just here to backstab people, turn your back on your day ones. Don't get that reputation, bro. You feel me, man? Stick with people with loyalty. Like, again, back to Saweetie. Again,
listen, I'm with you on everything else, but the Sweetie thing is like, that's not the same. That's not her friend. Right? That's not her best friend that she came up with.
She also,
if CBS came to me and said, "Yo, we got $10 million for you right now to like leave no jumper," I'm saying no, right? Like,
use a goddamn lie.
Cat.
I'm good.
I'm out of this motherfucker.
Why? Right? No, I'm good. Why?
Adam gonna tell you stupid if you don't leave this motherfucker.
Why? Because Adam changed my life, right? So like, if Saweetie reached out when she was a nobody and seen the vision,
she wasn't. The song was going up when Sweetie reached out.
Yeah.
She also gave Sweetie her flowers too. It's not like it's just going unnoticed that Sweetie helped her out and Sweetie reached out.
After taking me off the record, you feel me? Like
10 million, you won't leave no jumper.
Cat.
Nah.
If academics give you 10 million right now, you jumping out of here. Yes, you is.
That white man changed my life, man. I'm gonna be here forever.
You sound like a house nigga.
Damn.
Next story. During his latest appearance on Drink Champs, Kanye West spewed more than 3.5 hours of crazy things, lies about George Floyd, and insults directed at everyone from Trevor Noah to Diddy. In a recent interview, Kanye reiterates a claim made by Candace, according to which George Floyd genuinely passed away due to a fentanyl overdose and other underlying problems, including heart disease, as opposed to Derek Chauvin pinning him down for more than 9 minutes. I watched the George Floyd documentary that Candace Owens put out. One of the things that his two roommates said, they want a tall guy like me. And the day that he died, he said a prayer for 8 minutes, Jay said. They hit him with the fentanyl. If you look, the guy's knees wasn't even on his neck like that. Many have pointed out the irony in Ye's new perspective, given that he paid for George Floyd's daughter's college tuition. During the interview, Ye also compared Floyd to Virgil Abloh. This white company, Louis Vuitton, is now making statues of him as a martyr, and we don't know why exactly he died. They said it was cancer, he said. Civil rights attorney Lee Merritt just said that Floyd's family is considering suing Kanye for his statements on his death, saying that's a slap in the face. He calls Kanye's remarks false, but notes that they can technically be defamation since George Floyd has passed. While one cannot defame the dead, the family of George Floyd is considering suit for Kanye's false statements about the matter of his death, he tweeted, claiming Floyd died from fentanyl, not the brutality established criminally and civilly undermines and diminishes the Floyd family's fight. After receiving numerous negative comments on social media for his apparent support of Ye's assertions, N.O.R.E. issued a public apology for using his platform to promote such viewpoints during a call to the Breakfast Club. I made a mistake during the Kanye interview, he said. I could come out and say this was a Kanye's thing and that's it, and guess what? People will forgive me and I can get away with that, but that's not what I'm doing. I felt like I failed my people. I called the Breakfast Club because I wanted to apologize to my people. All right, man, I'm usually the one that always, Kanye, I'm championing him. This George Floyd shit now, this is ridiculous now. Like, if you're not gonna listen to everybody else, listen to the medical examiner saying that he lost his life due to a lack of oxygen, due to Derek Chauvin having his knee on his neck, blocking his airways. Like, this shit gotta stop now.
Yeah, so you think he was misinformed or he just cooning?
I think he was misinformed.
Okay. What, and that's not really like a crime, right? Like if he was just like misinformed and just spewing what he believed was the truth.
I think he watched a documentary that probably tried to make it seem, you know, these documentaries can be very wicked and allude to something being something that it isn't at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, I'm not making no excuses for that, but at the end, like you have to realize that Kanye has always been a person that spoke up for us. And then lately it's been White Lives Matter shirt. Now it's Derek Chauvin died from fentanyl and all this other, like this shit is like you turning his back on his people and shit like that. Yeah. And me as a big Kanye fan, I'm let down right now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Whether he was misinformed or not, I feel like he's saying a lot of unnecessary shit that don't even need to be talked about, touched on, or anything. Like, let that family grieve. And then he popped out with the White Lives Matter shirt, and it's like, well, what the hell was that for? Like, what did you do that for? It's like he's intentionally trying to go against us. What I can say, though, and Flakko, you might be able to speak to this, I don't appreciate how it's being said that now they want to go ahead and take the interview down, and it's like all that's gonna do is piss Kanye off even more, because his whole point in that interview is they're trying to silence me. Nobody's speaking up for me. Nobody's, coming to my defense. But the moment he says something, everybody's in outrage. But where is y'all at before? So for the fact that they trying to get rid of the interview, I think it's just gonna make it worse.
Sure. And what's even more crazy too is we're upset because of the George Floyd thing, but 95% of the backlash that came is because of what he said about the Jewish people and on that podcast.
Right.
And my whole mindset is, I can tell you who control you by who you can't criticize. Meaning, if Kanye can, you feel me, like come for George Floyd, blah, blah, and like that gets some backlash.
No ramifications.
Yeah, right? Again, I ain't never seen no nigga get their bank account closed down, get blackball them for being racist. I never seen it. But being anti-Semitic comes with a lot of consequences that being anti-other things do not come with. So when I see Rosenberg and other Jewish people, try to chastise N.O.R.E. and kind of like bully N.O.R.E. into taking down the Kanye thing, N.O.R.E., if you take down that Kanye interview, bro, you buck dancing and shucking jiving for them folks, bro. You feel me, man?
You can't say that.
It's true.
No, for him to put out a public apology, because it's his platform. Whatever you allow on the platform, you're responsible for it. Point blank, period. Yeah. So if something happens to where, you say the wrong thing on there, you're part responsible for that. And I respect N.O.R.E. for sitting there taking a stance and saying, hey, you know what? Like, I thought I had control over the situation. I don't fuck with what was said. Yeah, I may take this shit down. But then again, N.O.R.E. show is on another platform. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure it's Revolt. Yeah. That's up to Puff if Puff want to take that shit down. And with Kanye and Puff having problems right now, you would think that Puff probably going to pull that motherfucker from under the rug. Because he was talking
shit about Puff too.
Yeah.
But I would say though, like N.O.R.E. did take accountability and responsibility for what he allowed to happen. But also during that interview, he kept apologizing.
Yeah, right. But they keep on trying to frame it as hate speech. Now, the George Floyd thing, again, if a black man says, listen up, bro, you was out here cooning, talking about George Floyd, lying on this man, we taking that shit down immediately. Cool, I can understand that part. But where does the hate speech come in when he speaks on Jewish people? I don't understand. Even LeBron James was like low-key cooning, right? Because Kanye West did like an interview on the quote-unquote Shop, right? Or like whatever LeBron James
That's his show, The Shop?
Yeah, right? And they like just like scratched it.
Well, you don't know what was said.
And they said, right, that they do not want to post it to give a platform to Kanye's hate speech. Apparently Jeezy was there, Kanye was there, and things got heated. So, so like they keep trying to brand it as hate speech, but specifically, right, and here's why I tend to side with Kanye when he says, I'm trying to be silenced. Kanye West said something very important during the N.O.R.E interview. He says to like all the little Jewish kids coming up, ask your daddies why I'm mad at Jewish people. And that's being said because let's be real here, bro. There's, they run a certain sector, right? What is that? Josh
I just snorted too. Josh looking at you crazy.
No.
Poetik Flakko does not like black people. If y'all didn't know.
No, listen, man. I love everybody, but they run a particular sector and hold a monopoly on social media, right? YouTube, Facebook, Meta, all type of shit, right? So Kanye is saying, listen. There are particular groups of people who sit at the top of these social media companies and they're telling me that I can't talk my shit and that's why I'm upset. I believe the issue is address that before we label him as anti-Semitic and all you other Negroes coming out trying to take a stance against Kanye but to please your white daddies. Let's be real here, bro. LeBron don't care about no hate speech. Listen, LeBron supported China, right? Once China was putting their folks in fucking concentration camps and gas chambers, right? So LeBron don't got no things about no hate speech, right? So, hey, man, listen, I support Kanye besides that George Floyd shit. That's corny.
All right.
But what you said about George Floyd last week?
What? Oh, George Floyd does have a sex tape out. I mean, I guess that's
what does it have to do with anything?
No. And she asked me like what I said last week.
What does that have to do with anything right now?
I don't know. Like she just asked. Like I don't know what she asked.
Man.
Yeah,
that's it for No Jumper News YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll be back with more No Jumper News.